joining us for another Investor Spotlight podcast. Today we have special guest Maricela Soberanes from Austin, Texas. Her story is going to let everyone know that there are no excuses. If you want to get into real estate, you can make it happen. How are you doing this morning?
Hi, I'm doing well. Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to share what I have and hopefully be able to reach many and encourage them.
Absolutely. Well, why don't you start by letting us know a little bit about your background and how you got into real estate investing?
Okay, thank you. So I am from Mexico originally. I was born and raised there, and I came to the States when I was 23 years old. So I didn't speak the language. My first degree in Mexico is business. So when I came here, I couldn't really work in any business because I didn't speak the language. So that was my obstacle number one. Also, I came by myself. I didn't know anybody. I had $100 in my pocket and a big dream. I started by, doing general work while I was going to college. I went back and got my associate's as a nursing. So I went and got an associate degree for nursing and started working as a nurse in the ICU. Again, it's not the easiest profession either. So then after that, I kept going to school. My goal was to get the highest degree because that's kind of what I knew, that if I'm educated, I can make myself flexible and versatile and sell whatever I can provide services. So I went back to school and got my anesthesia. I went to a CRNA school as a registered nurse anesthetist. And that's a master's. And then I get back and did my doctorate degree. So I was done with the colleges, and obviously it was my second profession. So I was behind in investing, and the investing 401k that the hospital provided. It wasn't sufficient. I knew then that I needed to catch up big time. Yeah. By the time I started working as a CRNA, my strategy was to build up somehow or another. I was also I joined the military. I am a naval officer and the Navy Reserves, and I was deployed. So when I was deployed, I actually was. Somebody mentioned something about the bigger pockets. I forgot to mention my first property I purchased was after graduating from nursing school. It was a duplex, so when I went to grad school, I was able to rent it out, and it paid for itself pretty much during that time. And so when I deployed...
Even through medical school, you were already getting into real estate investing. How did you have the time to do that? And how did you decide to do that? Like, if your goal is medical school, where did real estate investing, come into play?
For me, it was just me living by myself. So I felt like I needed to buy a house, but not necessarily a big house. So I figured somehow because again, the house in the States is much different than Mexico. So I had no idea that there was such a thing as a duplex that you can buy. It's two houses. So that's when I started learning about it. And I figured, if anything, I can always rent one side. And that was my strategy. Again,
more of a financial.
No guidance at all. I didn't know anybody. I was just like, oh, let me see what's this. Oh, it's a 2 houses. So I get this one. I rent one. That was I guess the business portion of
mindset that you have, yeah.
And so that was the idea. So when I went to school, to grad school, I was able to rent it out and follow that plan. So did I answer your question?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was just curious about where that first investment came from, and it's interesting that it wasn't really even meant at that time so you could be a real estate investor for years and years on. You were just like a kid in college thinking, if I rent this side, I don't have to pay that much, right? So more of a logical financial decision.
Yeah, and I knew that I could pay the whole rent, the whole mortgage, but it will help to have half of it coming in.
Yeah, and you have the extra space.
Correct, yeah. I always been a budgeting, I always budget and save. And so to me, I was like, if I don't use it now to pay whatever, I can save it. So back when I deployed, I listened to, listened to probably every book there is in the real estate. I actually bought the real estate, the realtor books, and I read them. I knew I wasn't going to get a license. That wasn't my goal, but I wanted to know more about it.
And wanted to have the same knowledge that those realtors have.
Yes, correct. And when deployed, you're stuck in a place. You can't go anywhere because I was medical, so they shelter you a lot. And so I had a lot of downtime where I either work out, study, or work out. So
work out or read. Those are the two choices.
Right. And that period of time, it was to me like going to school for real estate, like learning strategies. That's what I learned, like the big words, like syndications, depreciation, and all that. And I was like, okay, this is like my goal. This is doable, and I already have something. Oh, that's what happened. That's how I paid off faster. And so that property is being paid off, and we can run through the numbers, but it's addicting. When I say it's doable and it's addicting, that's what I refer to. So fast track a little bit. Now we I said we because my husband joined me in the business adventure, and after he completed his MBA, he's an active duty officer as well, and so we started buying more. By the time I met him, I had one duplex, two fourplexes in a house. And after he joined, we combined other strategies, and we are up to 36 stores right now. Now, mind it, we both have full-time jobs. My full-time job as an anesthesia provider, I manage my own business, so I put myself in contract with hospitals that need the coverage. So I'm flexible in the way that I can be available or not. If I need to be in Austin for the portfolio, I can do that. But again, it's building systems and building a team. If something breaks, my husband is in San Antonio, I'm in New York. So we need to have that team. And this, what we done and what we do for the families, it cannot be done without the help of tremendous people that has helped us along. Contractors, and so we are very grateful to have their help, and then again some mentors as well that are either we sharing or they're sharing their stories. But I don't know how much detail more you want to go in the conversation, and this is just an introduction, I guess.
Yeah, I'm wondering, and I bet some of our listeners are wondering, you mentioned too that you, and we hear this a lot, you have to build a team. What type of people do you need on your team to be successful with rental properties?
First of all, some people chooses to do it themselves, and we do that as well. If we're in town, we don't mind attending maintenance calls. I actually enjoy it a lot, and my husband is pretty handy. So if you're able to do some of that stuff at the beginning, that will cut your costs, and you can save that in a way. And it's very when you we present ourselves as we manage the properties, we don't tell the tenants that we own them. So we present that as a business, and that's one of the biggest things that I'll tell you. That has worked, because then you build up that relationship as a business. So we always say, we manage this, we'll get back to you with the owner's decision, and that way they don't get mad at you. But when they see you doing the maintenance, this is like this, you build up their relationship in between you and your tenants, and having a happy tenant, it's the biggest. You don't have to do turnovers, you don't have to empty the unit, and people tends to have a different relationship. So, but if you cannot be there, obviously you're gonna need somebody that is gonna attend the maintenance. We always have one or two people that we have available, like plumbing and more skills, like the things that we cannot do, like diagnostics, roofers, somebody to add a room in a house. So we have that builders. We have a couple painters. We have a couple of people that shows the units when we are not available. So again, you have those systems that you have keys available. You have all, we call the SOP is the standard operation procedure.
Mm-hmm.
So for anything that we handle, like if somebody calls to get information about a property, we have pretty much, if we were not here, we know this person is going to know what link goes to where, and then pretty much we get all that information and we make a decision.
So you kind of set up your own property management team just with people that you know or people that you personally hired.
Correct.
So it's like an almost in-house property management group that you made for yourself.
Correct. Yes, that's what I mean.
I think it's interesting that you bring up all of the little, like the painting and this and that, because I think a lot of people, when they get into rental properties, they kind of forget that there's a lot of maintenance that goes into it, and you have to factor that in, right? Whenever you're doing the numbers to see if it's going to be something that's profitable. Is that something that you typically do whenever you decide, should this house be a flip or should this house be a rental property?
Yes. So when we run the numbers, we're pretty. We have a worksheet that you put everything, including insurance, and occupancy, holding costs for the remodeling is going on, and we do have a budget for maintenance for each property. So whether that property, we have it allocated for a year. So if the property doesn't need any maintenance for the whole year, it's just money that sits there, and it's because you never know when something much bigger is gonna happen, and you're gonna have to have the emergency funds. And perfect example what's going on today, and it comes from different angles, from the the tenants losing their jobs, and it's a domino effect for everything. So it'll be under said if we just have to have some savings or rely on your job, because if your job is not there, then you definitely have to have something solid, and you own it to yourself, to your business, and to your tenants. Because if you lose the house, the tenant is going to have to go somewhere else, and that's expenses for them. And
then all the hard work that you put into getting this property just left. So it's really important that to save for vacancy. How many months do you suppose that one should save up for vacancy?
So it depends on the area. Some areas people is waiting and pretty much outside to move in, and we know that. Like in Austin, the market for renters is pretty healthy. Again, we don't know what's going to happen these days, but it depends. So in that area, we'll say a month, just because we do need at least a week to go in there and do the turnovers. The closest that I've done a turnover last month, I think it was, the family left on Sunday, and the next family moved in the next Sunday. So we have that team that just rolls in and let's go. But in some areas, like this house that I'm right now, we know that the market is not as much, and this is our first property in Killeen, which is outside of Austin.
Smaller area.
And the prices are not as big as Austin. So for each unit, we allocated 3 months at least of
3 months. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of the consensus that I've been hearing from most is 3 months. So definitely that's good to plan whenever you're thinking about that type of strategy. So you've got 36 stores now. What does the future hold for you? What are your current goals?
So goals are always to be on the lookout for deals. I think deals are out there. You just have to stress test them. And when I say stress test them, it's plan for all your expenses that you can imagine, and then add double that. You'll be in a much safer place. And again, some things you just cannot. Then have strategies to exit. But definitely we'll be looking for more deals. We're actually looking at 6 properties on Sunday. It's a bundle. But it's definitely more acquiring, a little bit of a couple of years probably acquisition phase, and then just stabilize the portfolio. My husband will be retiring, God willing, with all this from the military in August. So he'll be much more involved in doing more here and with the portfolio. And myself, I'll continue to work probably part-time as an organization provider, and then hopefully we get to enjoy some of the traveling that we're independent.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what we're hoping to do. We also do medical missions, and that will be another thing that we are looking into, setting up like a team for a medical mission to bring. And we also here in the community starting to get involved. There's a project that is being developed for affordable housing, and a good friend of us is leading that, and we probably will get involved with that. So it seems like we start kind of getting our efforts more like giving back instead of building. I think that probably was healthy for now, and definitely enjoy giving back to the community.
Yeah, absolutely. And it definitely sounds like whenever you become full-time investors, or, you know, you work part-time still, but because I'm sure you enjoy it, but it gives you so much freedom, so much time freedom and financial freedom. And I think that's what everyone's goal is with real estate investing, even if they accidentally started real estate investing, you know, as it moves along. Is this something that y'all are planning to use for like retirement as well?
Yes, that this is precisely like I mentioned earlier, the 401k, like the strategies that we use, like all that it's been injected into building this portfolio. So definitely this is what we are going to keep managing to retire. And I don't see us retiring. I think that we definitely be involved in managing but hopefully be able to live out of the States for a couple months and that type of setting. Again, we believe we are prepared to work remotely. Like I said, I was deployed and I was not, internet access, that was one thing. Everything else had to be outsourced. And on any given day, we are working remotely as well. So I don't believe we'll be completely and fully retired. I think we'll be heavily involved in managing properties, but definitely finding a mixture of things that we enjoy.
Yeah, absolutely. And so for someone out there who is new and is looking to get into real estate investing, or maybe they only have one property and then they just kind of stopped, what's like your best tip or your best advice that you could give to someone?
I think the knowledge is power, knowledge is money, knowledge is what's going to get you ahead. So there's people out there that has the knowledge. There's people out there that has done and make mistakes that we're trying to prevent you from making. Tap on that. Find you a mentor. And even if you have to pay them a little bit, it will save you years and a lot of money. And some people just want to share. They're at that stage where they don't want to, like, you know, this is not about what you're going to pay me. It is more like, how can I help you build your portfolio? How can I help you be successful? And people is willing. Now there's a lot of, if people have done it, it's obviously because they're busy all the time. So don't get discouraged. Try to give something back to them so that they can feel like it's a win-win relationship. But there's people that has the knowledge that's going to give you, get you ahead. And don't do it like me, like just not doing not anything, but like I did it backwards. So find a mentor, and motivation goes a long way. And sometimes we hear stories that are like, "Wow, that's great," and then motivation is like electricity. If you stop the switch, then it's gone. So hearing, networking, encouraging each other, find a person that you can bounce ideas with. We always welcome calls. We have several friends that are starting their own, and we enjoy doing that. We get on a four people in the phone call, and we share a lot of ideas, and that helps us too, because we realize that there's a lot of stuff that we can give back to somebody that is hungry for the knowledge and for encouragement. I always share my story, because at first it was like, it's just, I'm doing my thing, I'm busy with the Navy, I'm busy with my own job, and people didn't even know that I did real estate, because that wasn't a big part of my conversation. And so jokingly, some people had told me that I have like second eyes, that you're a different person. And I feel like it is compartmentalized, divided. but and in a way, there's so much knowledge that somebody can give you, and that's motivation and seeking the knowledge is what's going to get you ahead. And then just having that person that you can bounce ideas. Because sometimes you make some decisions that you think is a good one, and then you go and find another investor, and you're like, "What are you doing? Is it so much money, or this and that?" So it's a lot of things that you can learn from others that have done it wrong or have done it successful.
Absolutely. Yeah. Learning from other people's experiences, I think, are really a key goal for many new people. I mean, you don't know what you don't know. So you really need to, like you said, find a mentor or a group. There's so many REI groups out there that you can go to. If you don't know anybody in real estate and you're sitting there and listening and you want to get into real estate, go Google an REI group in your area and you'll find a ton of people that are willing to talk to you. That's one thing that I really love about the real estate community. Everybody's willing to share. No one holds back information. It's just not like that in the real estate community. Everybody wants to help everybody else out. And so that way everybody wins,
Yes, absolutely. And it's something to be said about when you see somebody succeed. It's just a fulfillment that nothing else gives you that other than medical missions for me. Like when you see them being helped, those are such a good feelings that to have, because
because you were a part of that. You inspired that person or helped that person or helped them to make a decision.
Right, and not just that one person, because they help their families. That's how they build their wealth. And everybody is out there to be financially successful, and to be whatever that means for you. And it might be just one house, and that's fine. Now, bear in mind that one house, first of all, I said already, is addicting, so you're not going to stop at one house. And second of all, your risk is so high because you have 50% chance of being vacant or 50% up, and the expenses are the same. You still have to run the same systems that you have in place, like the telephone, the fax, all this stuff. If you had 20 rentals, you're dividing that cost, so it's actually more profitable.
Makes more sense to have more.
Yes, it makes sense, and that's where the business part of it is. Some people go and invest in a property or two, and it's such a high risk that they're taking. There's nothing wrong with it. It eventually will it will make them money when it's has enough equity. But why wait? I'm telling you, it's addicting. It's a very addicting, and it's a market where you have 20% down if it's a traditional purchase, and the bank finances the rest. So what you're doing is you're making sure that your tenant is taken care of, and the tenant is going to pay the bank.
Yeah, they're basically just buying the house for you. So
right. Exactly, and so you have to know the core concept of where you're coming in. So if you're there and you're new, trying to get your brain around how this works, is not science, it's not neurosurgery. It's very easy. It's knowing the principles, and in fact, when you teach this, I don't know, I'm sure you know about Rober Kiyosaki with the game, the cash flow game. That should be taught in any school, in every school, because this is how we.
This is the real life information that we need to know to be successful.
Exactly. I think that financial education should be. I believe everybody should serve in the military at least 1 year. Everybody should be kind of a business class of some sort. Kids need to learn this, and the sooner that you learn it, the more savvy you're gonna be with your investments, and there is so many ways that you can finance your deal. So don't let your specific situation discourage you. Find somebody that can, and not just one person. Go to different places, just like you went to the doctor and get a second opinion. Get the more opinions that you get, the better information, the better decision, and more informed decision you're gonna make. But seek that, because nobody's gonna come and see and tell you, you look like you need this information. Nobody.
You have to ask for it. And you bring up a good point, and I think a lot of beginning real estate investors, they don't move forward because of the money aspect of it. They think, oh, I don't have any money to pay that 20%, so I just can't do it. Instead of thinking, I don't have the money for this. How can I get it? What are some other avenues? What are some other options? and you've been in the business for a while. So what other options are there out there that people could consider if that's kind of the mindset that they're getting into and the roadblock that they're coming across?
Mhm. But there's different ways that you can, if you want to syndicate or borrow money from people that is actually willing to invest and they just don't have the time.
Mm-hmm.
So you can do that. You have to make sure that you're doing it cautiously and legally so that there's no misunderstandings. There you can also use 401k rolling into a self-directed IRA. There's more of that as more cheaper, but you can do that as well. Recently we moved, I also did a HELOC, so putting a line of credit into your primary residency. It's difficult to do it in a rental, but what we did recently, we moved our portfolio into a commercial loan, and they gave us a line of credit for the equity of all the houses. So again, there's so many things that you can do. Like if you have a house and you have it for a while, you probably have equity there. So would it be worth it to pull it out and then refinance it and use that as your 20% for another house? And yeah, your mortgage might go
depending on how much equity you have.
Exactly. Some people it's just sitting in a mine of money, and it's just not knowing. But also, when you said that like they're afraid to move forward, it is a fear. It should be, it's not an easy decision, but it has to be an educated decision. But once that you do it, it's like crossing the street. You're not afraid of crossing the street because you know that the risks and you know how to take care of that and you'll mitigate that. And we cross the street all the time. It's the same thing. It's a little bigger commitment for buying a house, but that's what it is. You just have to go across the street. Just take the first step, and you have to be educated about it. Because if you do it and you do it recklessly, and yes, you're going to lose a lot of money. So before if you already did it and you're in a deal that you don't know, you're losing money or you don't know how to handle, reach out because somebody will have an answer for you or some kind of solution. So if you already done it and you're like very frustrated with your tenants or whatever it is that is stopping you from going to the next one, seek out the help. There's tons of groups and chats and people. Or call me. I will be happy to help you or run the scenario through and see what we can do. So you're not alone out there. And again, once that you get the tenants in place and you get happy tenants and you're set to go. You're looking for the next deal.
Yeah, absolutely. That's great advice. And so if someone did want a mentorship from you, how would they be able to reach you?
I will give you my information, but I can also say it here if that's okay. The email is upplexliving, and that's the name of our business, Up Plex Living LLC. It's upplexliving@gmail.com, and our phone number is a business line. It's at 512-900-9763, and I'll be happy to answer any calls, text. Both of us get the information or the questions, so we can set up a meeting and do a phone call. We would love to do that as well.
So it's a very, very generous offer. We definitely appreciate you coming on the show and sharing your story. Again, it's an amazing story, coming over, just not even knowing English. And then here you are being successful at so many things. So it was really an inspiration to hear everything that you had to say today.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for making the time for setting this up. This is a great community, and thanks everybody for the time that you're taking away during this catastrophic time. And please stay safe, stay at home.
Thank you so much.